all right, all right, all right. Now hear me on this. We both fought off taking a month-long battle across Asia. We probably met on out of the many different travel buses that we took to get to one destination to another. Nope. Okay then. How about we met at an art exhibit? I think I might have seen an art exhibit. Might have crossed paths on a few art exhibits sometime, considering that we both have a fascination towards this of art. Sorry, sorry, you're getting colder. This is driving me nuts. I mean, it's really hard to believe. We crossed past. Just a few hours ago. We both decided to go to our local coffee shop, grab a cup of coffee before going back to J Rob, and then we just then we turn around, then I turn around with my cup of coffee, and then we just click. I mean, as soon as we both feel like that we met, we know each other for forever, as we have, we have, but why we have. Yeah, that's true. And why is it so hard to remember? Your question, your answer. Look, my experience is it's better not to dwell too much on the past. Look to the future. Well, cheers to what could be a possible about having a relationship. Yeah. Yes, but before we go any further, there's something I need to confess to you. Okay, we have met before, but not the way we think. We used to work for a government secret spy agency called Sheild. Sheild. We were some of Shield's best agents. Well, hold on. You actually think that we are? I think I would have remembered if I used to be a Shield agent. I mean, are you saying you're an agent? I used to be, and used to be too. I'm a grade 5 art and music teacher. I've been a teacher my entire life after I graduated from teachers college. I think I would have known if I used to be a spy or something. Trust me, believe me, you were, until they took those memories from you. Took those memories. What they did to me as well. I found a way to remember. Whoa, hold on a minute. So, we just met before. Perhaps you take your time before we go. Look, you have to see these. They dropped. Look, you have to let me do this. They robbed us of our memories. They took away our identities, turned us and turned us into something that we're not supposed to be, all because of these. So, how did you know about those? Because when we both went and they gave us that serum, we both started writing those same drawings, and when they weren't ready to learn the truth like we were, they took those. But I found a way to get our memories back and to return to my plan to find out what these drawings mean through pain. I was able to regain my memories through pain, and I want to share with you. No, please, no. Darn it! That's the fifth one this week. This week, Colson. You keep drawing those symbols out every day of the week, but it's not. I have a feeling it's not going to help you figure out what they mean. I know, but I still can't help drawing them, and if I feel like I don't talk soon, it's going to get worse. I mean, before I was able to, I only felt like drawing symbols once a month, and then it became once a week, and now I can't. Now it's daily. It's getting worse, Guy, and I'm afraid if I do not figure out what these symbols mean, I'm gonna end up like Garrett. Okay, if you don't feel like John Garrett, Coulson. If you like Garrett went insane because he was a jerk, a Hydra double agent. You and always will be a loyal shade to the end. I don't think that's gonna matter, Sky. So I know these droids are trying to tell me something. I know that they want to tell me what they are, but I just can't. I just can't seem to figure it out. Throughout, Colson, ever since you took me in under your wing, told me what it means to be a Sheild, you always told me that it's always look at a problem from different angles, not just one angle. I did. Yeah, you did. You always told me that whenever you have a problem, we were trying to figure out a solution to a problem, you always felt it's better to step back and figure out from all ends. Um, mm, I did. I guess I've been so caught up in my own world. I I I I I guess it became easy for me to forget my own advice. But for me, you have someone that pays attention to your advice. Oh wait, Sky. Oh wait, so you're smart. If you're so smart, then what do you suggest? Look, I want to show you something. So that's what you're doing this my time, messing with my stuff. So technically, it's our stuff, Colston. Now look, this is this is all the information that we gathered on those alien raiders for the past year and a half now. The drawings that we recovered from that Russian science facility that Garrett sent wanted to Emerald to infiltrate when Garrett was hiding under the Air's clairvoyant and forced Emerald to do his dirty work. And this is the alien rain that we covered from the plane after we stopped that Don Garrett after we stopped him, and this is the and we all know this alien rain that came from the painting that we covered a few days ago. Yes, from that Oxus and from Hydra. Yes, who's apparently is interested in those alien rays because of the obvious. Indeed. Indeed. Exactly. Exactly. And of course, and this is, and finally we have the alien that you've been writing non-stop ever since you first saw Garrett's handiwork early last winter. Yes, you see. Wait, is you see what I'm saying this up? Yeah, I do. So it's not a map. It's not a map at all. It's blueprints. But blueprints to what? To, I don't know, maybe a city, maybe a hidden chamber or something. But we all know about the THG-25 serum that you and Garrett were supposed to you me and Garrett were exposed to came from an alien. Yes, and you theorize that those drawings could be from the alien's memories that were also transferred to us. Yes. Well, that alien came here on a mission to find this lost city. This lost city. Yes, but that's been also about this is basically like a puzzle. It's basically like the world complex puzzle course, and what we need is to find the last piece of that puzzle, which means I think we need to find another Tahiti patent. Of course, Sky, you're a genius. Yeah, I know. Of course. Of course. It was back when I was running the Tahiti program. I remember that we chose a dozen different Sheild agents that were dying to test this new drug. Yes, but the problem is that the problem is Sky that in order to stop them from losing their minds, you have to erase their memories. After that, after that, we sent them off. We sent them off into the outside world. Said, well, did anyone keep tabs on them? Well, yeah, we did. Yeah, I believe we did. I don't. But since Shield, but whatever information we had on where we sent those could have been lost when Shield fell. Mm, Shield fell. Okay, then. No. Okay, then let's find it. Decide then. So so you really think this idea will work? If you sit through your old heat project files, course, and you actually think you can find out locations of where these of where the heat paints are. Well, it's mainly Sky's idea, not mine. Not mine. And since of this heat, I don't know you can help. Of course. Of course, of course, it's better than. Of course, I want this whole thing resolved with you and these as anyone. What about the rest? How's the rest of the team doing? Have they figured out yet, or have they caught on to my condition? No, but they're getting suspicious, especially Mac with his whole alien conspiracy theories and whatnot. Yeah. He's not kidding. That that guy really needs to get a better hobby than this obsessing over bad alien mumbo jumbo. Mumbo jumbo. All right, here's I think I think I have something. Here's something. I think here's a possible location, and she's not too far from here. Her name is Agent Andrea Rojas. Rojas level 16. Wait, I remember her. You do? Yes. She also supposed to be her. I think I don't know her. I don't know her by reputation. I don't know her. Only know her by reputation. And I think I might have come past her through time at Triskelion. At the Triskelion back when I first started out as a junior agent. According to Farrell, she was one of Shield's best agents, expert in infiltration, spying, gathering intel, and she's been known to really known to handle herself when there's a very impressive skill set. Yes, according according to her Tahiti record files, after she went through the Tahiti project, the machine, and she assumed a new identity as a school teacher, teaching grade 5 music and art. And art. That makes sense. From what I heard about it, she also enjoyed painting on her spare time. It was said that it helped her to fill solutions to different problems when she was out in the field on her assignments. On her assignments, dude. On her assignments, okay. On her assignments, okay. Then, okay now, okay now I'll do is find out where is she. Well, according to this, she stationed. She used to be stationed at an apartment complex on the south side of Boston. But that was unfortunately 2 years ago. According to her records, she moved, but that was where we lost track. That's where we talked last of all. Well, fortunately, you have a hacker here again. Alright, I'm sure I can find. All I do is put her name for your database and. Oh no, that was it. I found her, but I'm afraid someone beat her to it. What do you mean? She's dead, Coulson. What? Do you know? You said Coulson, Gene. Hey, Coulson. No, I miss us sparring together, you know. Yeah, me too. Mine was back in the day. Mine just back in the day when we were when we were training back on the Dominion Star under command of Dean Canales. Yeah, the good old days. Yeah, before things went to heck. Yes. You know, Mike, I always enjoy how you always keep falling for those same tricks. Hey, well, my defense, I spend most of my time fixing things. Never, you know me, Barbara. I always prefer fixing things than breaking things with my hands. That's why I became a mechanic. What do you mind me, Mac? No, you should really. But I never understand why, with your physique, you make one heck of a heavy hitter. Hey, Barbara, we've been through this. I never meant I'm not meant to be. I'm meant to be a mechanic. I hate every time I do whatever. I always end up doing more harm than good. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Very well, Agent Mackenzie, Agent Morse. I'm so glad to find you. Hello, someone can do for you. I was wondering if you could help me with a few things. Since like you since like me, you were undercover with Hydra. I don't know. Yes, I was. I was wondering if you could help me with something. With what? It's just Colston thinks that would be wise for us to learn more about Daniel Whitehall and his connection as to the Diviner, or Diviner or Diviner as we learned as name we learned from Reyna. Yeah, Reyna. Okay, and why does okay? Well, he thinks that learning more about Daniel Whitehall will figure out why he wants so interested in alien writing, alien drawings, and so he can find us up ahead of him. I wonder what Coulson's voice and why is so obsessed with this alien writing. I mean, why is it so valuable? I mean, look, I know Coulson's a lot of stress on himself being a new director, trying to rebuild Sheild and all, but come on, if he wants to do things different from Fury, then he needs to give us more intel on why he cares so much about this alien writing. Mac, I wish I could answer that question, but I'm just as in the dark as you are. Look, okay, my experience is very focused on your work okay, Agent Simmons, I found some more old SSR files that you requested. Thank you, Agent. Thank you, Agent Koenig. You put it over with the others. Holy, this is a lot of paperwork. Yes. We discovered this when we first moved into the base, and apparently Fury made sure that there was about all sorts of information. Information. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Yes, I managed to, before I went to my undercover, I was able to look through a few of it, and when I started a lot of very sensitive information. If that's true, then it's good for me. It was never uploaded on Sheild service. Given true. If it was, it would be in Hydra's hands by now. Yeah, I just know that even back then, before all space started, that Sheild, that Fury cared about keeping certain things off computer records for sake. Yeah. So it really is a tricky world. I mean, that's the truth. Not the truth. Yeah, that's the truth. Look, Terrence, I don't know. I really want to help you. I do, but the truth is, the reason I want to cover in Hydra, so to find out more on where Hydra stashed the obelisk that they stole from Marion Star, but their Sheild fell. I never paid much attention, and with Whitehall, I just suppressed him off as just another common Hydra fellow producers of grandeur. It's a grandeur. Of grandeur. And do you really believe that you'll find anything in these steel works? Easy, Agent Mackenzie. Do you have any idea how valuable those papers are? Should I? Those papers were signed by Agent Peggy Carter herself, one of the founders of Sheild, and one of the very first female agents that defined the modern that she shaped the spy age, and not to mention she's British. She's also, I might add. You know, Simmons, when he says that makes it proves that you're the one who cares about stuff like that. What can I say? I'm a bit of a history buff. So I hear. So I hear. So is this all of it? And no, no. Coulson believes that there's more files about Shield's history that that's stored somewhere in space, but we can't find for some reason. So Coulson can't. So Coulson doesn't know all the about the sequel to the base. You know, that's why I have a problem. That's why I have a problem with directors these days. Coulson, Fury, they actually they had better intentions, but they refuse to share the information that we need to. I mean, how do you expect us to do our jobs if we don't give us a full tale, Mac? No, I'm serious, Barbara. Barbara, look. The day that Sheild fell could have easily been informed if Fury was honest to us about what happened. I think Fury knew that Hydra that Sheild was compromised from the beginning, but chose to say nothing. He could have said a lot of lies that day if he told us his theories in the first place, instead of keeping himself and waiting until the inevitable demise. What the? Well, I'll be done. A secret room. Well done, Agent Mackenzie. I'll be honest. All right, Mac. I got those pints of beer you asked for. Now, how about we chill out by the old telly and watch some. Bloody hell! Is that a secret room? Agent Hunter, you came just in time to help us. Of what exactly? To find some information on Daniel Whitehall. And we think you'll find it in there. We hope. Alright, alright. My calculation is alright. We'll have 5 minutes. We'll have 2 minutes to save before the forest come. In regards to the alarm. Going into crime scenes was a lot easier back when the world trusted Sheild to handle problems like these. Alright, I'm again. It's like, what happened to her? Well, I'm not to say in the police report. But few of Elisa's neighbors heard her screaming, and when they went into the house, over here, the only they found was her body, and was her body. What's her body? Speaking of what's I hope May can find one. Empty her. Was it May? Of course, I arrived at the coroner's office. I arrived at the coroner's office, and I found where they stored Akila's body. Not gonna believe this. What? It's better. Actually, I'm taking pictures of her body now. She really taking pictures. Wow, May, you surprised me. Look, this see for yourself, dude. Sky, look. What? It's those alien markings. It's those alien markings. Yes. That's like the ones on the back of that painting that we stole. That we stole from Hydra. Yes. Yes. Which means whoever ever killed her was also the HE patient. Who's reading those alien writings. Yes, but why kill her? That's what we're gonna find out. In my experience, for trying to learn more about an artist, what about what makes an artist tick? You had her work of art. It's locked. It's locked. Please, coach, allow me. I want to do this ever since they told me how to properly kick. Not bad. She taught me well. Oh boy, Colson, look at this. Wow, she is an artist, right? But she really has. She was also drawing. So it's like the HE project didn't work out. So even though we erased her memories of who she was, but they couldn't stop her. They couldn't stop them. Couldn't stop her from drawing those alien symbols. It's like me. It's like in my case. Because like no matter how hard we tried to fix what we broke. Fix what we the fix what we broke. We you can't see it. Leo, Alright, that's still what we know so far. Idea Rojas was Idea Rojas was killed by a man who had possibly also be a Shield agent, just like just like her. That was part of the He Project. Yes, like the hero, and like me, all the patients were had their minds raced in order to as a means of countering the harsh negative side effects that the serum had on their minds. Yet they still found, like, yes, but apparently it didn't stick. Yes, perhaps one of the patients started to remember their past and started actually impulsively hunting down the other patients, like what we're trying to either and killing them. But maybe, are you sure about Coulson? Maybe killing them is not the agent's person's plan. I mean, look at you, Coulson. You're losing your mind just trying to figure out what those symbols means. Maybe whoever's killing, maybe killed Akira is the same way, trying to figure out what those symbols mean, and also trying to get other patients to remember as well. Remember as well. So what's the move, Coulson? May show me that list again of Shield patients. We need to figure out who they are, where they live, and find them before whoever's killing them does. If we do that, if we can do that, we can get him and stay alive before we lose them. Yes, dear. I promise I'll be back. I'll buy some eggs. Oh, whoa, I'll remember. That was one time. One time. I gotta go. I have work to do. Mr. Lopez? Yes? Who are you? Just an old friend. Looking for some answers. It's so. This is amazing. I know so much about each other, but for life, I can't seem to recall we ever met before. It's so weird. Trust me, it gets easier over time. Over time. Now, are you sure you haven't met at a brewery conference, or just do a brewery conference or convention, building convention or anything? No, we have not. And why do I feel like we know each other? Because we used to be shooting. We used to work together. Well, not we have. Doing what? Being too not doing anything. We have met from time to time, and not actually work together. Look, this is too much to deal with right now. Look, I gotta go. Look, I'm running late for work as oh shit. Tell me, how often have you drawn those symbols? I know what you're talking about. Oh, really? Did you say? Yeah, those are private. So you have drawn those symbols, starting to draw. Tell me how you. I don't know why I draw these. It started a few weeks ago. Weeks ago. I got home from work. At the same time I always do. I went to bed with my wife, and halfway through the night, I suddenly woke up and suddenly had this need to draw these symbols. I can't explain it. I can, because they want, they try to hide themselves from truth, but in the end, they always delay the inevitable. Was that we will figure out eventually, but only if we are willing to do what needs to be done. You draw those symbols too? You also, yes. Like you, I was lost, but when I you, I didn't just remember. I found I learned I remember the hard way. How? Through pains, and I believe through pain, you'll start to remember the whole story too. Well, call me up, pal. Look, how we go? Straight, hey, let go of me! Hey, help! Stop! Help! Dude. Andrea Lopez. 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago. Vocal Bowson was found him dead on the ground. When they called 911, called emergency services, and like Tequila, he was found dead. He was found dead with symbol, those same images drawn on his back. On his back. And it's not just him. I also found out where the others were. Mr. Elias Simpson, same found dead last month in his private cabin, dead on the ground. Sarah Moraz, same found dead. He found dead. Found dead a year after. A year after. Whoever this guy is, he's almost there. How many agents are? How many names are on our list left? Only two. Special Agent O'Brady and Agent Michael Fitz. Michael Fitz. According to the Shield, Michael Fitz used to be a Shield analyst, like you, Coulson, expert in finding information and deciphering it. I need in my own heart. And Michael Brady. According to Michael Brady is Michael Brady used to be a former Black Ops Shield agent from the dark side of Shield. He dark side of Shield. He had a very sketchy back record. He was it was his job. He was one of Shield's top heavy hitters. It was his job to lead the strike team on enemy bunkers and series smoking out the enemy and subduing them. Unfortunately, he's been known to use illegal and questionable means to get results. How do you know that, Coast? About looking at his file? Because I used to work with him back in the day. It was on assignment back when I was starting out as an agent. I was assigned to locate 084 on an object of unknown origin. Exactly. I located in a compound under the guard of a Russian terrorist named Oblyansky. According to the intel I found, he was planning on using the 084 to find a way to use the 084 to subjugate an entire country under his rule. I couldn't. When I found out, I couldn't. So I asked for assistance, and I got him. He helped me break into a compound, but fortunately, I was supposed to bring the Russian terrorists in for questioning to figure out how he knew. But very far, it was better to shoot first and ask questions later. Sounds like a quite character. So what do you think? I'm thinking that he's our killer, May. With his violent record and violent behavior, he has to be the one. He's the one killing those other agents. Other agents. So now that we know who is who, we need to find Agent Fitz and stop him before O'Reilly does. Perhaps we can perhaps see and figure out what's going on. What's going on? Here's something. What the heck? Now this one stick Hydra Hydra scumbag. What do you find, Hunter? Just some files on some Hydra punk named Werner Reinhardt. Let me see that. Oh man, this guy really is one heck of a character. Reinhardt, yes. According to Peggy Carter's SSR files on him, Werner Reinhardt was one of Red Skull's Hydra's most top scientists. According to this, he is also one of Red Skull's most loyal servants. It appears like, according to this, Werner Reinhardt adopted Red Skull's fascination and obsession for finding relics in his world, finding relics that finding all ready to be seized by a superior man, or can I say all Hydra agents are crazy, are insane. Yeah, we'll get even more crazy. According to this, Reinhardt also enjoyed experimenting, dissecting mainly women. Yeah, he really has. According to this, he had really quite a way with bodies. Sound like quite the ladies' man. Indeed, and if I knew all types of messed up due to with bad taste about getting women. What else? No one doesn't, Hunter. That's funny. Well, I was like someone to know a raging hell beast when I see one. So I guess we're both disappointed. You know what, Hunter? Hunter, come on, he's not finding ourselves. Really, wait, what is this? Wait, this can't be right. What is this? I mean, this picture of Werner Reinhardt. It's Daniel Whitehall. Wait, are you sure? Are you sure? When I was undercover at Hydra, I saw his face. I saw his face. Let me tell you, it's hard for you to get a face like that. I know. I know that, but that doesn't make any sense. If that really is Daniel Whitehall, then he'd be over 100 years old by now, a wrinkly old man by now. So what is he? Is he Asgardian or something? Asgardian something because I overheard that you blokes found Asgardian that lived on Earth for centuries and looks the same and never aged. He's what the founding. Let's see, Asgardian, or maybe he found a way to. I don't know. Maybe according to files, he said that he was. When he was experimenting on a local village of people that were located close to where he was based, forcing the villagers to touch the diviner that he had back. I mean, he had the diviner during the Second World War. Yes, according to this, he forced the villagers to touch it. And every time a villager touched the diviner, they turned to stone. Just like the woman at that diner did when she would make contact with when he made contact with crossbones. Exactly. Exactly. But here's what. Apparently, he noted one woman that touched the diviner that he forced to touch the diviner didn't turn to stone. That according to his notes and quoting him on this one, the diviner accepted her for some reason. Okay, so then what? Then it says here that Reinhardt was going to dissect her to figure out why she was different from the others. But yeah, according to yes, but he never got a chance because according to Easter, it dates back to Vacmore where Peggy Carter and the County Commander spoken invaded his fortress and arrested and took him in. Indeed. Indeed. So okay. So indeed. Okay. So why interest? So why is one? That is the big question. Did you is Ace big question. There you are. I have a feeling I find you playing with your model train set. What can I say? I enjoy my hobbies. Where's Sam? Oh, he's at his friend's house. That's what I was. Oh, of course, the sleepover. Mm, how always indeed, but being was not indeed. Which means we have the whole house to ourselves. How do we spend our evenings here? Well, we haven't done it since we haven't done it in a while, and I feel a little horny. What would you? Ooh, say no more, my love. Shall I sweep you obviously and escort us to our bedroom? Why wait to get to the bedroom? I wonder who that could be. Hello? Alright, I'm coming. How can I help you? Can I help you? Alright, according to the files, he lives up to 5 blocks in a small house in the country with his wife Sarah and younger son Jonas. Jonas, it's not too far from here. We gotta hurry us. Look, easy, Colson. We don't want to get a speeding ticket. Look, we can't afford to waste time, Sky. For all you know, it already be there. Maybe we'll stop him, Colson. Okay, when we get there, I think it's better they go in first. I know. I sure it's good, Colson. Colson, Colson, I feel like I should be there. No, I trust me, May. I know what I'm doing. It's better not to overwhelm him. It's better, if he might start to remember who he really is if he sees me. I don't want to overwhelm his mind or anything like that. Anything like that. So it's better. It's better. All right. We'll wait back here. Where else need any help? All right. I shouldn't be long. We'll see. Come in, dude. Yes, can I help you? Look, how you don't know me. My name is Phil Colston, but I know my name is Phil Colston. I'm with Sheild, and I believe your life's in danger. Life's in danger. I need to come in. I'm afraid it's in a good time. I don't know. You don't understand. You're in danger. Look. And I know it's be hard to believe, but you used to be a Sheild agent like me. You're part of an experimental Sheild program that ended badly. We forced ended badly, and now you're in danger. Look, I assure you. Look, you need to leave, or I'm gonna have to call the cops. Look, I know that you've been. Look, I don't know if you starting to remember, but I need to know about these. How do you know about those? Because like you, I'm also a patient. Look, your wife's in danger. In danger. Someone like us who also draw these alien symbols is hunting people like us down and killing us, trying to force us to remember about why we about what these drawings mean. I just say, look, I appreciate. Look, you seem like a nice guy, and I appreciate you coming warn me about apparently, but you need to go. Look, like you don't understand. I need you to trying to scare him off. Not a smart move. Not a smart move. I mean, word mate. Is it normal Colson take this long for these sort of things? Well, good. Looks like Colson gave us orders to wait here and until he needs us. And yes, I think. And do you always do what you're told, May? So like, darn it, dude. Now, do you? So wait, we're back. What did you have here? Looks like you had friends, huh? So, so you think those guys are? We're definitely not the gardening crew, that's for sure. It was like, so it was like someone looks like definitely look like ex-military, probably hired guns looking to offer a service of the highest bidder. Clearly, who do you think? So what do you think? I think that our mystery killer is here, and those are, and that's his entourage. So what's the plan? Plan what's the plan? We take him out and we find what Coulson. Good plan. Do you hey there. Hey, how good are you? Maddie, you go check it out. What happened to you boys? Where are you? Where are you? Hey, sailor. Hey, what? Hey, you're not supposed to. Did you? Scream. If you feel like screaming, you're dead. Well. Agent Phil Coulson. No, it's been too long. You know me? Oh, I know you. I remember you far too well, and I remember all of it. Bad news, Chief. The crazies are running the asylum. Look, it's correct. It's correct. Look, listen to me. I know that those androids are running crazy. Look, Sheild can help you. Look, like before, when they took away my memories, my identity, who I am, we did it to help you. You did to help you. You were sick. Your mind, your right mind. Yeah, right mind. I assure you that I'm every month as I am now. That drug you gave me did more than just it opened my mind. It showed me many possibilities. It showed me the future of the human race. You know, and so like that, it's hard for someone like me not just deem you crazy. Wait, you. Well, considering what I found here, I don't think you have the right you know obligate to say such things anymore. So, you wanted to figure out what you wanted to know what those alien symbols mean too, just like the rest of us, huh? It wasn't my choice to receive the 25 drug. As guardian by the name of Loki stabbed me with a scepter. I died, and Fury made the choice to bring me back to life using the same procedure, the same treatment that we used on you and the other patient, the TD patients. The only difference is, I was immediately sent. I was immediately, as soon as the drug healed me, I was immediately sent to the. I was immediately subjected to the effects of the machine that altered your memories. They altered mine. They made me believe that I was dead for just 7 hours, and then I recuperated, and then I spent the last few months recuperating on a small island in Tahiti. It was all a lie. A lie created by Sheild. So the Boy Scout ended up getting betrayed too. I guess Sheild. Finally, that you want to be so hard that if you play soldier, be the good guy, follow the rules that life will reward you. But at the end of the day, you're just another expendable agent that Sheild has no problem in throwing away. Fury did what he did because he believed that I'm the right man for a job to lead Sheild after Sheild collapsed and Hydra rose from its ashes. They just ashes. Sheild only did what they did to you because they wanted to give you a better life. And what was wrong with who I was before? Who was before? You think I'm sick? Well, that's what I'm just a man trying to figure out what these symbols mean. They're trying to show me something. They want to tell me something, Coulson. You want to share with me secrets of things that the world would never believe unless they saw their own eyes. Secrets to how the world how how the how the world came to be. What happened before man started using guns instead of spears, using lights to light their houses and heat their homes before instead of using fire. Higher before the days when humanity started realized that creating vehicles that run on gas is more efficient to get is more use will get to your place fast enough instead of hitting carriages. I'm just all I want to do is figure out what these symbols mean, and so do I. That's why. That's what I was trying to do what you were doing. Find out other agents that to heal patients, bring us together. Find out share what we know, and have to figure out what you're doing. Killing them isn't the answer. I never wanted to kill them, so they thought they just couldn't handle the pain. Pain, you see, Coulson. Although you see, Coulson, you see. Olsen, after you put me in that machine and took away my identity, I was just another mind. I was just one of those mindless puppets, mindless, and I was a mindless sheep, living the life that Sheild forced me to live. But all changed one day when I was riding my bike. One of my motorcycles. It was just another day created by Sheild. And they gave me a life where I ended up being a construction worker. And truthfully, I enjoy tearing down buildings and working with people that, and also working with people that enjoy rebuilding new buildings in their place. But then there's an accident. One day I didn't pay attention to where I was driving, and I ended up knocking into a car. I ended up getting seriously hurt. But when I woke, although I felt excruciating pain, I started to remember. Not a lot right away, but bits and pieces, fragments. I started seeing those symbols in my head, Coulson. I just I didn't know why. Then I started drawing. While I was in the hospital, I asked one of the doctors if I could have a sheet of paper to draw with my thought, and they did. They gave me a pencil and paper, and I started writing those alien symbols. I couldn't understand why. I said, but then I realized I only started writing because when I was in that accident. So I decided to try something. After I got out of the hospital, I went to a tattoo store, where a friend of mine works. I asked him to start drawing these alien symbols on my body, and made sure the safeties were off. It hurt, but every time I felt pain, I started to remember everything: who I was, why I started writing those symbols in the first place, all of it. I even remember you, Coulson. I remember the day when you deemed that I decided I was just never one of those crazy loony patients in the ward where. In the ward where you stuck me in after we went through a treatment with those other Uni agents. Yes, Uni agents. Of course, I tried to hide. I tried to show you that I wasn't like them. I started drawing those symbols after receiving that serum. I tried, truly I did. But you couldn't leave enough alone. Not left alone. Oh, you knew I was lying. As a good boy, you were determined to reveal my shady character to every agent in that complex. You know something on my arm. You forced me to show it to you. I was uncovered with my hospital gown. You saw the alien symbols on my wrist. I drew using a marker. A marker I had stashed away. So as soon as you told me, you already able to send me right to that machine where I took away my memories. My memories. You're right. My memories. You took away who, and you turned me into Isaac. Mm, I wanted to know what's new. I wanted them to know too. That's why I did what I did. I didn't want him. I wanted to remember. But the problem is they couldn't handle the pain, because their bodies couldn't handle it. I wonder if you will have that same problem. Wait, that's not necessary. Look, you're right. Right. I had no right doing what I did. I never meant to hurt you, to ruin your life, to steal to change who you are. All I was trying to do was help you, to make you feel, try and fix what was broken, what I thought was broken. Because back then I didn't. Because back then I didn't know what you were going through, but I do now. I do now. Look, I know that I know that it's been hard. I realize now how crazy it must have been trying, how crazy you felt trying to make sense of what those symbols mean, how it drove you to what did you do. Look, it's driving me too, and I'm afraid that if I do not figure out anything, and I'm just like another agent that took that drug, how it to make him stay crazy, how it caused him to lose his mind, lose himself to it. I don't want that to happen to me. I don't want to have things late for that, Coulson. No, it's not. Just still time to make things right. Sure, you killed, but you're just trying to. But I see that you're just trying to help those other agents to remind them who they used to be. You never meant to kill them. You're right, I didn't. I just wanted us to find the truth, the truth, and I do too. But maybe we shouldn't try. We stop trying so hard just to figure out what those symbols, and maybe just take a breath, or take a few steps back, and figure out, and finally get a new, different perspective. What? I think I figured it out. I think I figured it out. I found. What do you mean? I found a missing piece. Look behind you. That's just a train set that Brady guy made. He told me about it. He said that, But I think it's more. If you untie me, I can show you. You freeze. Please hands up. That's drop your words or Coulson dies. Sky may stand down. That's not gonna happen, Coulson. Listen, pal. You have 5. Like Coulson and or else we'll put bullets in your head. Just obviously try, sweetheart. Really, sweetheart, really? May, I'm ordering you to stand down. Are you crazy, Coulson? He's trying to kill you. Look, trust me. I don't mean. Wait, look, if I can get. Can I just calm down? I figured out the last piece of the puzzle. If everyone just calm down and lay down in your arms, well, I'll show you what I found. I need you to try. I know what. Listen. I know you. I gave no reason for you to trust me, but I'm asking you to trust me right now. Oh, trust me, and I promise we'll get the piece that we both been looking for. All right, stand down, agents. That's an order. All right, Coulson. What did you see? Well, first you need to get some new height. Follow me. This is it. This last piece. I don't believe it. It is. What are we done? So what does this mean? What it means is, looks like you're right, Sky. These symbols, they weren't maps, weren't part of a puzzle. They're blueprints to a building, perhaps a secret underground city created by the aliens, the same aliens that we got we harnessed the Tahiti drug from their blood. It's a map, and I want to go to. So that's what I mean. Coulson, thank you. Coulson, thank you. It's been a long time since I felt this calmness. It's been. Thank you, Coulson. I find so what? So now are you gonna send me to prison, Coulson? Coulson, no, Coulson, no, no, but no, but I can't let you, but I can't let you go sorry after you still have things you need to atone for. You're right, I do, but look, I still have, even though Shield's not what I used to be, I still have some contacts in law enforcement agency. I'll make some calls, see if we can arrange a deal for you, see if we can, if you can serve your time for limo sentencing, put you in a comfy living space, so you can pay your debt to society about like something you're living for yourself, living life. I guess we wanted to ask if I could join you to find this lost city that we discovered. I love you, but although I still don't know if I can trust you, well, fair enough. That's fair, I suppose. I guess I should have settled the fact that I finally found the answers. So let you when you finally find it, think you send me pictures. I can arrange that. Thank you. Let me get this straight. I was a spy, one of the best. One of the best. Yes, after you went through the heat, your mind wasn't screwed on right. After you erased your memories and gave you erased your memories of your life as a Sheild agent and gave you a new life. We hope that it would help you. It would fix what the heat drug fix the after undo the side effects of the heat drug. Of the heat drug did to you. But I realized that we should have found another way to help you. All of them. Maybe then we went. Then we could have saved. Perhaps if we did, those other agents would be still alive right now. Your whole life's right here. Everything of who you were in this, of who you were back then, is all in this file, and it's yours if you want it. I know who I am. My name is Carlos Atwell. Simmons. I am a construction worker who married to a beautiful wife and an amazing son. An amazing son. Whoever what this file says about me, that's not who I am anymore. This is who I am now, and I'm happy who I am. And I owe it all to you, Colson. Look, don't feel bad for don't blame yourself for what you had to do to me. What you did, you helped me that day, Colson, and I appreciate that. I thank you. Yes. Yes. I also want. I guess I want to apologize for the whole blindfolding thing. See, no, fine, don't worry about it. I totally get spy stuff. Spy stuff, right? Cool, right? Yeah. Spy stuff, right? Anyone have to understand. But hey, if you ever need help in the construction agency, just give me a call and I'll hook you up. Thanks. I'll consider that. Now Scott think you can escort and I will do. Here you go. So Colson, how do you feel? I feel great. Better than I've found in a while. The compulsion to draw those symbols, it's gone. It's gone. I haven't felt a need to draw those symbols in hours. And if it keeps up, I might not ever. If I ever feel like I need to draw them again. That's good. That's good. I'm happy, Colson. But yet I still feel like you're not fully satisfied. You're right. Although I finally figure out what some of those mean, I still have no idea why Hydra wants to know. Perhaps perhaps the diviner that Hydra has is more than just it's more than just a machine. Perhaps it's a cure thing. Perhaps you're right. Look, I have a feeling that the diviner Hydra has, the city is all connected. But I do know is we need to find that city before Hydra does. Hydra does. Because I want to feel what will happen if we don't. Well, we don't.